doing tonight? What are you doing in my rec room? It's too many people heading down life's highway, foot to the floor and their eyes to the ground, always worrying and thinking about tomorrow, never stopping to put both feet on the ground. Take a walk out on the eastern plains, throw your caution to the wind, find a place that you can call your own, find the peace that lies within. I met a man, he wanted to go down to Toronto, needed my vote, he had revolution on his mind. His idea of revolution was some kind of devolution, take from the poor and give it all back to his friend. Take a walk out on the eastern plains, throw your caution to the wind, find a place that you can call your own, find the peace that lies within. Check your harmonica at the start of the show. Make sure you got the right key. No matter how fast you go, this world just keeps on spinning. 24 hours a year, a lifetime passes by. Time you spend worrying and thinking about tomorrow, might as well just save it till you're lying in the ground. Take a walk out on the eastern plains, throw your caution to the wind, find a place that you can call your own, find the peace that lies within. Take a walk out on the eastern plains, throw your caution to the wind, find a place that you can call your own, find the peace that lies within, find the peace that lies within. From my rec room, it's Tuesday Live. Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? See, we got all the Cathys are here tonight, and Lee I saw checked in there, and Tim was here very early, came very early to the show. Thanks for that, Tim. Warming up the seats for here for everybody else. Well, everybody else was getting organized to come check the show out, and Steve's here, and Sandy and Bill and Chris, and Fishy's here. Fishy Fish is here tonight. That's exciting. That will keep the comments section lively. And welcome to the show, everyone who's out there, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. If you have a chance, throw your location where you're watching from in the comments there. Always welcome to new folks checking out the show, joining the Tuesday Live family, episode number 54. It's hard to believe we've gone 54 episodes. It's been quite a ride, let me tell you. There's been a few speed bumps along the way. But we've had a great time doing it. Not sure exactly where the show's going to go. People ask me that all the time. What's going to happen? You're going to just keep doing this forever? And well, forever's a long time. I'm just sort of going week to week, really. And this week, after we had that big St. Patrick's Day blow up last week, had Robbie O'Spoon in here, and then before that we had the Neil Young tribute show. That was a lot of fun as well. Just taking a bit of a break, actually, a little bit less of a produced show here tonight, and just doing some of the songs I know really well, which are the ones I wrote myself, and are on my Minivan Man CD, which is still available, by the way. And I've made special this show. If you want to have any of these songs, they're all available for download at any price you want to pay. If you think they're not worth anything, the only thing I won't do is I won't give you money to download them. but you can download them for free if you'd like. And the exciting part of that is Sandy Mackay actually plays mandolin on the Minivan Man CD, so you get a little bit of Sandy in there as well. One of our favorite performers here on Tuesday Live, that's for sure. And but I don't know where the show's going. I'm not sure. I sort of was talking about, I'm having a heck of a time with Facebook. I don't know if anyone's gone and tried to watch the show after the fact, but Facebook keeps muting the show for copyright reasons. But the reason it says it copyright is because it's my songs that I play at the start of the show that it says are copyright thing. And I like to keep playing those because back in, I think, November, December, I got a big royalty check from Cookin, which is the music registration here in Canada. I think it was like 42 cents. And I figured, well, keep that going. It'll buy me a coffee if I do it for a whole full year. I might get a whole coffee out of that. But anyways, and every time I try to challenge Facebook, they just keep sending me another letter. It says, oh, your video was muted because of a copyright challenge. And so if you want to challenge that, you have to do this. So I'm getting a little peeved with Facebook anyway. So if you're watching, who's that guy who runs Facebook? I forget his name. He's not that special anyways. But if anybody's from Facebook's watching, this is, we're playing our own music on the show here. And if we are playing copyrighted music of other people, then any money you make on Facebook, why don't you give them some of that money, Facebook people. But anyways, might move it over to Zoom or something sometime. Hopefully we'll be able to be live soon as well. So looking forward to that. We've got a great show ahead of us tonight. Anyways, I'm not going to fill you with all my my challenges with the copyright issues around the show, but having fun with it. Be here live. You'll see everything when it happens until Facebook takes us off for that too, I guess. But always welcome your requests. If you have any songs you'd like to hear or any artists you'd like to hear on the show, if you know somebody somebody performing in your area or has performed in your area, I'd love to always contact them, see if they'd like to come on the show. We've had some great people on the show over the last 54 episodes. And we've got a great show lined up here too. We've got Stan McRae, our good friend from down Eastern Ontario with his amazing nature pictures. Got another set of those tonight. Looking forward to those. Brand new feature we've never had in the show before. I'm quite excited about this. I'm not sure exactly what's happening here. We're talking barbecue, what we're doing. But I know our friend from down in South North Carolina, PatRicky Bobby's got a new show, a new version of his show called Cookin with PatRicky Bobby. Looking forward to that, see what he's cooking up. The Tuesday Live animation department has been really busy as well and has got a new feature they're going to debut tonight. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And we've had some birthdays the past week. I know yesterday, I believe, was our Tuesday Live regular viewer. He often shows up to the after party, which you should come if you want to meet this fella. He's a fine man from out on Vancouver Island. My good friend Jim Ross. It was his birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Jimmy. And I know the week before, and he didn't tell us before the show, but I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday, was our good friend Sandy Mackay's birthday. So we could have all sung happy birthday to Sandy Mackay, but it was his birthday last week. And let's go out to New Brunswick and see what Sandy's up to this week. Happy birthday there, Sandy.
Happy spring. Great to see you. Today I'm playing some songs from my childhood. Maybe your childhood too. I'm in the key of F sharp if you're playing along. I tuned my strings all down one semitone, so I'm in F sharp if you're playing along. Friday night and the lights are low, looking for some place to go, where they play the right music, dancing is the thing, you're in the mood for a dance. Anybody could be that guy. Night is young and the music's high, with a bit of rock music, you're in the mood for a dance. And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, 30-17. of the tambourine. Oh yeah. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, dig it, the dancing queen. You're a teaser, you turn them on, leave them crying and you're gone. And make it happen. Anyone can be, you're in the mood for a dance. And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, 40-17. Dancing queen, feel the beat of the tambourine. Oh yeah. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, dig it, the dancing queen. Dancing queen, feel the beat of the tambourine. Oh yeah. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen.
Well, thank you for that, Sandy. Fantastic rendition of that song. And I think, Chris, I think you're right. That was probably the first ABBA song we've heard on Tuesday Live. But will it be the last? Maybe we should do an ABBA tribute. Maybe we should get Sandy to headline an ABBA tribute show. That might be kind of fun. But here's the second song off the Minivan Man CD. It's called Mad River Blues. And there was a time when Creemore Springs was the only craft beer before they sold out to Molson's up in Creemore. And it was a good beer. We liked it a lot, the crowd I was hanging with at the time. And I was inspired to write a song about it, thinking I might be able to get some free beer from them or something. Of course, it turned into a song about a guy running into trouble in Creemore and having to leave town eventually. But it's called Mad River Blues. Took a walk down Mill Street, past the Creemore Brewery. I kicked the boots off both my feet. Stumbled down the rocky shore, behind the old general store. Took off my jacket and I jumped in. Cold black waters rolling down the Mad River, but it's not deep enough to drown. My girl left me for some ski bum from Collingwood. Mad River, won't you wash away my pain? She was my sweetheart. I worked at her dad's car lot. I grab some keys, we go for a ride. One night in the back of a Chevy, things got a little hot and heavy. That's when I thought that she would be mine. Cold black waters rolling down the Mad River, but it's not deep enough to drown. My girl left me for some ski bum from Collingwood. Mad River, won't you wash away my pain? Grab another bottle from my 12-pack, twist off another gold cap, 600 mils to help dull my pain. Tomorrow I'll pack up my car, grab my boots and my guitar, hit the road and get out of this town. Cold black waters rolling down the Mad River, but it's not deep enough to drown. My girl left me for some flat-bellied boy from Collingwood. Mad River, won't you wash away my pain? Mad River, won't you wash away my pain? Mad River Blues. All about Creemore. Lovely little town, actually, Creemore is. If you've never been there before, it's a little pub there that serves Creemore beer on tap, and the brewery's still there, and they do make some nice beers there, and sort of fixed it up a lot. So if you're ever up that way sometime, might be a good place for a road trip in the summer, find a patio or whatever, and have a little fun up there. Anyways, that's... And the third song on Minivan Man CD is a song called Earthquake. I was actually in Vancouver. I used to travel a bit when I worked with a buddy of mine, Steve. He worked with me at the University of Guelph, and we were at a conference in Vancouver, and we'd often, because we were responsible public servants working for the university, we would always, share hotel rooms to keep the costs down, of course. And we were in our hotel room sort of towards the end of the conference, getting ready to go, and there was an earthquake. We were sort of high up, and the building was moving around a bit, and we kind of freaked out and ran down the stairs out in the street, and of course all the Vancouver folk were just walking around like it was just another day, but it inspired me to write a song that's inspired by an earthquake, and it's called Earthquake. Sometimes your life just seems so simple. Do your job and then you just come home at night and you think you've got your life in order. You think that everything is turning out alright, and then it shakes you like an earthquake. Like an earthquake makes tall buildings come tumbling down. There's something that I found that I never knew I needed, and it shook me like an earthquake. Like an earthquake makes you long for solid ground. I wanted you around, but I knew it'd never happen. It shook me like an earthquake. there's an end in sight, so you try to do all the things you wanted. Try to be the man you always thought you'd be, and then it shakes you like an earthquake. Like an earthquake makes tall buildings come tumbling down. There's something that I found that I never knew I needed, and it shook me like an earthquake. Like an earthquake makes you long for solid ground. I wanted you around, but I knew it'd never happen. It shook me like an earthquake. Building swaying, people praying, glasses breaking, but I'm still thinking about you, because you shook me like an earthquake makes tall buildings come tumbling down. There's something that I found that I never knew I needed, and it shook me like an earthquake. Like an earthquake makes you long for solid ground. I wanted you around, but I knew it never happened. But you shook me like an earthquake. You shook me like an earthquake. You shook me like an earthquake. We've got some crokinole coverage, which is a very Canadian thing for us to be doing. So let's go to a little crokinole cast.
3, 2, 1. As a professionals, you hit the wrong microphone and then nothing goes on.
It does. That is very much how it works.
That's how it goes.
And it's not hearing me because I'm not close enough.
It's also because I've got the sensitivity rather low there.
It became much more interesting to view this crokinole from these Canadinos.
Well, that's how it goes. The Canadinos, they know their sports.
No, they do.
And that could have been a birdie if they'd made
What?
a closer shot.
This isn't golf, you crazy buffoon.
Oh, you're right. My bad. We're back to crokinole.
Yes. Players like to imagine they have these very intricate plays where they will bounce one thing off of the other thing and then it will quantum leap into the hole. That
Doesn't
is not
tend to
at all
play
how
out that way, George.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, takes out his own piece, but does manage to shift some of the others around in his favor, potentially.
Well, that's profit. He's got 10 points and he lost 5. So...
Oh, and there's a shot!
Good lord.
Ah, nothing happened again. That's
is-
what you want to see. These are the moments we come to crokinole for.
Yes.
And after that disgrace in 7th inning, you'd think they'd be able to pull it back, and they managed to make a pretty decent
Absolutely.
play
That-
here.
That was disgusting. I hated it.
Oh, and after all that, the 20 doesn't even come through. Shot not even valid anymore because hasn't even hit their own piece or another.
Yeah, and it's terrible because I had the perfect joke if it did anything but that, but now I can't use it, and now you will never know what it is.
Well, that's Canadian crokinole for you, George.
I guess so. Throw a match.
Oh, case in point, George. Take 3.
Here we go again. Oh,
And here comes a 4th one, also careening right
good
over
lord.
it.
Well,
The board's loaded.
this is a fine pickle. Good.
And a shot rebounds.
Oh, there's nothing but Timothy on board. Oh no.
Nothing stopping them from making that shot, but it's a sad day. No! Once again, the magic hands fail.
Absolutely. I'm starting to question the magic of these hands. Oh, well, this is a mess. This is a conundrum. And white
Takes out a number
its
of their own pieces.
Here we go.
Oh, goes for a shot on 20 and misses
Oh.
it.
I mean, it's not like I speak like this at the supermarket, you know? It would
Oh,
be very
sorry. Mike's on live there,
Oh.
George. Haha.
If he's going to match his score from 19, 11 to 12, he's going to have to do it very, very carefully.
And the
Oh, here he
two-fingered
goes.
setting technique is one we see quite a lot in
Yeah.
Canadian crokinole, but
It is.
not always there in other kind of nationalities. Board's loaded. Green going for the shot here.
No, it's not there. You go to Albuquerque. Oh,
Oh, the shot. Oh, and there's the sad removal.
The hands of shame. Yes, well...
Sorry, did I cut you off, George?
65. Yes, you did. You do that quite a lot.
It won't happen again, promise.
I don't believe you for a second.
I missed it. What happened?
Well, he missed. Like you. Yep. That's crokinole. Good
Oh, but they
Lord,
bring it
worked.
back with a
I
hole.
can't believe it. Somebody actually did something.
That's a beautiful shot, George.
That's amazing.
And that's why we watch this sport. It's shots like those that make it all worth it.
Yes. It'd be better if there were more. I wish there were more.
Yeah.
But there aren't.
Maybe we should watch basketball. Oh man, I might have had the sensitivity too high. Hold on.
Well, that was a little bit of crokinole. I'm not sure. It wasn't the greatest crokinole. I know down here in St. Jacobs, I'm not sure if it's been held in. I don't think it's been held under the pandemic, but I believe the World Crokinole Championships are held in St. Jacobs, and I think St. Jacobs would argue about where crokinole boards come from. And maybe they are made in St. Mary's too. Maybe they're made in multiple locations, but I know they make them in St. Jacobs too, right there at Kramer Woodcraft. And there's a fellow in Elmira too that makes them out of his garage, I believe, as well. Maybe that's where yours came from, Kathy. Maybe that was it in the garage when you moved there? But anyways, thanks for that. It came out of the Tuesday Live animation department. That little bit of crokinole. I'm not sure we'll make it a regular part of the show. We'll see how the fan viewer feedback is on that. But here's the first love song I ever wrote. That was at least the first one I ever remember writing. That was on the Minivan Man CD. It's called Brushfire. When I was young, I went to Sunday school. I got kicked out for being a fool. I never heard a word they said. My heart was cold and my soul was dead. Then I met you on that autumn. Your eyes of blue took my breath away. When you wrapped your arms around me, my heart was burning and my soul was free. And our love is like a brush fire. It's burning out of control. My sunshine, your body is my soul. Well, I'm out here on this highway, about 1,000 miles from home. Think I'll pull off on the shoulder, back up in this driveway, turn this rig around. Not a perfect man, there's no such thing. But when I gave you this diamond ring. We made one where there once was two. Two hearts burning with a love so true. And our love is like a brush fire. It's burning out of control. Spirit is my sunshine. Body is my soul. Now I'm out here on this highway, about 1,000 miles from home. They could pull off on the shoulder, back up in this driveway, turn this rig around. Think I'll pull off on this shoulder, back up in this driveway, and turn this rig back home. Oh, that's a lovely little song. Brush fire. Gotta grab another harmonica here off the harmonica stand over here. It's just off camera. In case you wonder what I'm doing over there. Make sure I put it in the right side up. This is a song I wrote about shopping. I'm working on a shopping trilogy. I've written the first two. I'm still working on the third. It's sort of coming. But two of them are on the Minivan Man CD. This one's called Loves to Shop. And it's another song about, you know, what happens when the big box stores come in and people depend more on shopping than getting along with each other or something like that anyways. But driving down the highway, it's Highway 401, east of Toronto, and I'm making good time. Flashing lights behind me, I put the pedal down. A couple hours later, I'm driving by my hometown. Thank God for the coffee and this corn cob pie. Gonna keep driving into the night. I had a good job, I made a lot of dough. I had a pretty woman, I loved her so. She left me when the credit card stopped. She never loved me, she just loved to shop. She loved to shop. Take her to the mall when my paycheck came in. Drop her off at 7, I'd have to pick her up at 10. I'd sit at the Horton, drinking coffee with my friend. Talk about our jobs and when we thought they might end. Layoffs in December, card stopped working in May. Was a couple weeks later when she went away. I had a good job, I made a lot of dough. I had a pretty woman, I loved her so. She left me when the credit card stopped. She never loved me, she just loved to shop. She loved to shop. She loved to shop. tire when the flyers came around. Any old store except the ones downtown. I had a good job, I made a lot of dough. I had a pretty woman, I loved her so. She left me when the credit card stopped. She never loved me, she just loved to shop. She loved to shop. She loved to shop. She loved to shop. Get out your aprons, folks. Let's head down to South North Carolina and see what PatRicky Bobby's cooking up.
Time to get things cooking. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm PatRicky Bobby, and welcome to Cookin' with PatRicky Bobby. Now, today we got a special event. This is a Dingus Day event. Now, you may not know a lot about Dingus Day, but let me tell you a little bit. It's in Poland. Remember, I told you that's where my grandma's from, Poland. And there, it's actually called Smigus Dingus, and that stands for Wet Monday. You see, it happens on Easter Monday, and what they all do there is, if you're a guy and you see a girl you like, you go splash her with some water, and then you get yourself a little pussy willow branch and you kind of slap her with that. Apparently that's something really cool to do in Poland. Anyways, here in America, we celebrate it as Dingus Day instead. So I want to share with you today how to have a good Dingus Day party. Now, Smoking Hot's on the camera for us today there. Say hi, Smoking Hot.
Hi, everyone.
All right. Now, first thing you got to do is get over here, and you'll want to make yourself a Dingus Day board. You see, Dingus Day involves a lot of drinking, a lot of shots. And I find after people have had a couple shots, they kind of forget where they put their shot glass. Well, you see, this way, they have a designated letter. Now, you'll notice there's two D's, so I suggest you give the really smart folks the D ones. The other ones, they hopefully will remember where they all started from. So here we go. Smigus Dingus. Whew. Now, what I'm drinking today is some good Polish potato vodka. But over here, I've got some samples of some other vodkas that we like to try sometimes too. We got a Zitnia, and we got the Zabrowka bison grass. It's actually got a blade of grass in there. And then there's a couple other beverages from Poland that sometimes we like to drink. This one's a honey liqueur, and this one's a cherry liqueur. They are good. So it's nice to mix it up a little bit. I'm just sticking with straight potato vodka today, though, because I don't want to mix my drinks when I'm cooking. The other thing is, we drink a lot of beer on Dingus Day, and I want to show you a selection of the beers that you can get in your local beer store. This first one here, now, I just want to say I am a bit of a Polish linguist when it comes to beer. The CH, you would think would be like a sh sound, like in Chevy. But when it comes to Polish beer, it's silent. Instead, it's a hard K. So this one's actually Lek, is how you say that one. Now you look at this one here. I did not know Indiana Jones is Polish, but apparently is. And then we've got some other beers here, and these ones are a little more tough to say sometimes. So I just refer to this one as the L beer, the T beer, the Z beer, and another L beer bottle though. And then we got our final one here. I want you to look at that one closely. Warka. You know, we got a viewer out there named David Ward, and I bet you, David, if you look in your history, you were probably Polish. It was probably Warka, and somehow they misspelled it when they came back here to America. But if you notice here, this is a really strong one. So, David, you give that one a shot. There you go. All right, now another big part about Dingus Day is the music. So I like to play some good Polish music and a lot of polkas. But here's one of my favorite albums. I just want to list a couple of my favorite songs. And folks, these are real titles. Number one, I Will Not Lend You My Horse. That's a good one. Another one, There's a Big Difference Between Here and the Old Country. You like that one, don't you, Smoking Hot? The next one, The Godfather Came to the Godmother and They Had a Party. You see, that's what Dingus Day is all about. Another one, Marriage Counselors in a Saloon. And my other favorite one here is A City Girl Weds a Farmer and even the chickens amaze her. Whew, that is entertainment. Now, one of the big things about Dingus Day is the food. And so today I'm going to show you how to make pierogies using my grandma, and remember we called her Baba, using her famous recipe. Now my Baba, she came from Poland in 1928. She was born in 1903, and her Polish name is Zukowski. Baba Zukowski. Actually, it's Nelly, but we called her Baba. Anyways, what we're going to do here is we're going to make, first of all, the filling for our pierogies. And traditionally, Baba always just made the potato and cheese ones, and so that's what I'm going to stick with. And so what y'all going to do here is take, well, the recipe I'm going to give you will make about 90 pierogies. Yeah, 90. And so usually use about a dozen kind of smaller potatoes. Or if you got really big ones, then you can use some other, fewer of those, maybe 6 of those. The question is what kind of potato to use. And unfortunately, Baba never told me what kind of potato she used. I suppose in the old country, you just use what you got. But I did a bit of research on the internet, and I found a feller who can tell us a little bit more about the taters. Roll that tape there.
Oh, hey, PatRicky Bobby, good to see you. Good to see you there. I'm glad you asked me about potatoes, because, well, you come to the right place. It's Robbie O'Spoon. You know, I love my potatoes. Eat them all different ways. But anyways, potatoes for pierogies, I've never heard of that before, so I'm looking forward to seeing you make those pierogies, because, you know, I like my potatoes. But anyways, I got a couple different potatoes here grown here in Canada, because you can't get the good rooster potatoes that we grow back in Ireland. Oh no, but they wouldn't just send them over to me when I was here because of the pandemic. We can't be shipping potatoes all over the world, so I had to use these Canadian potatoes. Well, they're not too bad, and I hope you have them down there in the States as well. But this one's called the Russet Burbank. It's a good bacon potato. It's a nice long one. Good for making the French fries, making your poutine. I don't know if you make the poutine down there, but anyways, it's a good bacon potato too, and it's kind of flour-like inside, so it's a little drier. So if you're looking for something a little drier for your pierogies, you might want to try those, PatRicky Bobby. But you know, that's the russet. I don't know what they might call it, a bacon potato or something down there. I don't know. But then the other one, well, this is a good potato, and apparently it was developed right here in Canada, not too far away from where I am here, just out the other side of St. Ratford, a place called Guelph, at a university there in Guelph. They developed this one. It's called the Yukon Gold. Oh no, it's a good potato. A little different from the russet. It's not quite as dry, more of a creamy type potato, and it's yellow, which makes it taste like it's got butter in it. Which, well, I thought when I first ate it, I thought, Jesus, potatoes already got butter in them. But then I ate them, and why? They weren't that buttery really. They're just potatoey. But you put butter in them, it tastes potatoey. But anyways, that's a Yukon Gold. That might be a good one if you want a little more creamy type potato in your pierogies. Anyways, I'm looking forward to seeing you cook those pierogies, PatRicky Bobby. Hey, are you related to the O'Bobbies? I used to play hurling with a fella called Bobby O'Bobby out down Kerry way, and they were quite good potato hillers, so maybe PatRicky Bobby, maybe you're related to him. But anyways, good luck with your pierogies, and I look forward to seeing them. I'm going to try making them myself because, I love a good potato.
Well, thank you for that advice, Robbie O'Spoon. Now, I have to admit, I just kind of used a medley of potatoes here. I did hit some of those yellow potatoes, some white potatoes, some old potatoes. I've got them all in here. We'll just kind of see how that all works out. So I've cooked these potatoes, and now I'm going to do some mashing and adding some cheese. Now I just want to show you here, actually Baba was a smart lady. When she came to the new country, she realized this is a lot of work grating cheese. So she used to use actually that Kraft grated cheddar cheese. It's kind of like a powdered cheese. But you can't buy that no more. So I've gone back to the old ways. I've actually got 2 cheeses here I'm going to mix in. I got a white, really old one, give me a little bit of bite. And then I like the orange color, so this is just some old cheddar. So I'm going to be throwing that in there too. All right, there. So I'm going to do some mashing and mixing in some of the cheese here. You probably need about a cup and a quarter or so, but I'm just going to eyeball it and see how I do. All right, for this we're going to go to hyperspeed. You ready all there for that? Smoking hot? I say engage. Whew! That was a lot of work. Smakus dingus. Well, there we go. We got my potato mix now with an assortment of cheeses in there. That's all we got time for this week. Next week, though, we're actually going to form the pierogies with the proper dough and so on. So till then, shake the baker, buddy.
Thank you for that, PatRicky Bobby. And Robbie will spoon in there too, a little bit of potato advice. That was exciting. But I'm looking forward to hearing about part 2 of that of the pierogi making. I'm going to make some of those pierogies too, because Willie's not on the show tonight. I gave Willie and Robbie both a night off here, although I see PatRicky Bobby got Robbie involved. But Willie, he used to go up, I guess, up north to his friend PatRicky Bobby's for Dingus Day, and he used to always bring the chocolate babka. So Willie made the chocolate babka. So I'm going to see if maybe we can get Willie's chocolate babka recipe, because I think he had a Polish grandmother as well. Quite a bit of Polish settled down in the South Carolina areas there, South and North Carolina. But anyways, here's another song from the CD. And I see Peter had a question about songs here, which I'm going to answer Peter's question. He asked about whether these songs are written from personal experience. And I would say they're probably about 25 to 40% personal experience and 75 to 60%, 60 to 75% fictional or made up. Although I should say they are certainly inspired by other people's stories I've heard, people I've met through life, but a lot of them are just kind of, my songwriting process. I don't know how other people write songs. Often I'll just find a little lick. Like in this particular song, I found this little kind of minor thing that was like this. I thought, boy, this sounds kind of dark, and what could I write about that? So I started putting some words together and got a bit of a dark song called What Lies Below. I don't know, maybe I was a little depressed that day, but I don't think I suffer from serious depression issues. I know a lot of people do. That's sad and challenging, but this is a darker song called What Lies Below, and it's in a minor key, which makes it a little dark as well. Papers keep piling up on the step outside my door. Stories I'm reading, I don't need them anymore. Winters are warming and I'm missing the snow. To cover up, to cover up, to cover up. Darkness, and it's creeping across the land. The television brings scenes of man killing man. Kids walking in school, just carrying a gun. I look out my window and I wonder if I should run. If I should run, if I should run. If I should run from what lies below. faith in your family and those who went on before. Went looking for freedom and they landed on this shore. I think they found the last place in the world that a man could run to get away, to get away, to get away from what lies below. I wanna get away, I wanna get away, I wanna get away from what lies below. 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 Well, that's a bit of a dark song there, What Lies Below. Little brighter one, the title track off the CD. And to answer your question on this one, Peter, this one's probably closer to 100%. I was, when you're a young man growing up, certainly many young men anyways growing up, thinking about getting a fast car of some sort. When you have enough money, you got a real job and you can afford to buy a real car. And my first car was actually a little 1967 Volvo station wagon 122S. I know Peter had a 122 series Volvo too, so he knows that car. Wasn't exactly a performance vehicle, but a good solid car. And then of course when I had enough money, I had a job, and then I had kids and a family, and instead of that little sports car, I had a minivan. So that wasn't a bad thing either. But minivan, very practical automobile. Light, a 5-liter Mustang pulls up on my right. He revs the gas, step on mine. I see the light changing, edge up to the line, but I'm a minivan man. I drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. I'm doing what I can, but I'm just a minivan man. Young, I had a cool car, 67 Volvo with 4 on the floor. Wasn't real fast, but it sure sounded good. That little 4-cylinder under the hood. If I had some more money, get an SUV, 4-wheel drive. You better look out for me driving through the road about 6 feet tall. But spend most of my time just driving to the mall, 'cause I'm a minivan man. I drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. I'm doing what I can, but I'm just a minivan man. I'm a minivan man. Kids have got to haul around. That old hatchback just goes up and down. I wish I had a bed with room for just two. We go driving, just me and you. But I'm a minivan man. Drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. was kind of funny. Now that I sort of, kids are all left home and got a little bit of money, not a lot of money, but a little bit of money. You know what I bought? Bought an e-bike. That's kind of how life changes, I guess. When you're a young man, you want a fast car. Now I got a bike that goes a little faster and I can pedal it. Anyways, let's take it down to Eastern Ontario to our good friend Stan McRae and see what he's got for us this week. Stan. Thanks so much for those pictures, Stan. Beautiful, some amazing shots, those geese. Heard from my mom down in Eastern Ontario that and I saw actually on Stan's Facebook page as well, that the snow geese were flying through Eastern Ontario and amassing on the ice with the Canada geese, which was it was kind of cool. Quite a spectacular sight. We see the big bands of white and dark geese out there on the ice. I remember seeing the snow geese much when we were kids growing up in Eastern Ontario, but obviously either they've come back or they've changed their migration routes. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but kind of cool. This song's a little bit about kind of rural areas. Seeds of Love. It's kind of I have a lot of songs about relationships that break up, but I've been in a pretty steady relationship myself, but I guess I've seen a lot of them falter around me and thought it would be good fodder for songs, but this one's called Seeds of Love. Heartaches and teardrops, crops in the fields, filling up the spaces in my life that you left. Snow in the laneway, tightness of the fence, filling the time with you that I must spend. Hold off, big black rain cloud, let me finish this road, for the seeds of love that I've sown before have failed to grow. Snow beats a rhythm against the old barn steel door, but snow drifts can't cover up this pain that I feel. I wake up each morning in a cold and empty bed, while the sound of your laughter still echoes in my head. Hold off, big black rain cloud, let me finish this road, for the seeds of love that I've sown before have failed to grow. I turn on the radio, hoping for the news, 'cause the music that's playing always sounds like the blues. When the sun is shining, helps to ease the pain. But when it clouds over, I remember you again. Hold off, big black rain cloud, let me finish this road, for the seeds of love that I've sown before have failed to grow. Yes, the seeds of love that I've sown before have failed to grow. Seeds of Love, and then if I'm a D harp here, this is a little bit more like a live show. Usually we have a little bit faster pace on the show, and we're going over time tonight. I'm doing the whole CD, and we've got a few other things going on here, so I hope you can stick around if you have to go somewhere. I'm not sure where you go. Jeopardy's over. Wheel of Fortunes was half an hour ago, and you can watch it. It's probably somewhere else online. You can stream it somewhere, I'm sure, but what else are on? Is there a hockey game tonight? Oh, there'll be a hockey game tomorrow night if there isn't one tonight, so don't you worry about that. This is a song called Trouble. That's, of course, off the CD. And this was kind of inspired by my friend and bandmate David Duke. David, not that David was trouble, but he certainly had, ran into a few hard times through his life, some challenging relationships. And he also lost his son at a young age, which was tough. And then eventually lost his life, too, to cancer about 9 years ago now. It's hard to believe Dave's been gone that long. But this song was kind of inspired by Dave's, him often running into difficult times. But certainly the song is not about Dave, because it's I use that as kind of a jumping off point. The fact that people can walk into trouble or find a lot of trouble in their life, and then I actually looked at kind of a bit of a story about someone who maybe went looking for trouble or ended up in a situation with trouble. So it's nothing to do with Dave, other than he maybe inspired the first little bit of it. And then what it became after that was something completely different. You never know who your friends really are until you really need them. You never know what trouble truly is until it truly begins. Never cared for the light of day until the darkness closed in. You look for trouble and you lost your friends. Now just look at this trouble you're in. 'Cause trouble's got a way of finding you, and this trouble seems to never end. Just when you think you're done with it, a new kind of trouble begins. You always take the wrong turn, heading down a road of sin. Got a way of finding you. Look at this trouble you're in. Your mother tried to raise you up. She tried as hard as she could. On her own she never stood a chance, your chance to do any good. Your daddy left before you could walk. He never passed this way again. Only thing he left was a set of footprints leading into this trouble you're in. Trouble's got a way of finding you, and this trouble seems to never end. It's when you think you're done with it, a new kind of trouble begins. Always take the wrong turn, heading down a road of sin. Trouble's got a way of finding you, just look at this trouble you're in. Stole a car, robbed a store, started to carry a gun. It didn't take so very long before you're living your life on the run. You were looking for the law, but the law found you, and you found yourself doing time. You made some new friends, but the kind of friends that get you into trouble again. 'Cause trouble's got a way of finding you, and this trouble seems to never end. When you think you're done with it, a new kind of trouble begins. Always take the wrong turn, heading down a road of sin. Trouble's got a way of finding you, just look at this trouble you're in. So trouble's got a way of finding you, just look at this trouble you're in. Sandy Mackay's been waiting patiently down there in New Brunswick. I'm not sure if he's in the kitchen or where he is now, but let's go down and see our friend Sandy.
Hi everybody, my camera person suggested we come to the music room. Someday I'll tell you about these cool instruments, but not today. I'll tell you about Portnoy. That's Portnoy. I'll tell you more about Portnoy someday. Here's a song I learned from my friend Dave Duke. And it's from my kids' childhood. Chill out, what you yelling for? Lay back, it's all been done before. And if you could only let it be, you would see I like you the way you are. When we're driving in your car and you're talking to me one-on-one, you become somebody else. Everyone else, you're watching your back like you can't relax. You're trying to be cool, you look like a fool to me. Tell me, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? To see the way you're acting like you're somebody else gets me frustrated. Life's like this, you fall and you crawl and you break and you take and you get and you turn it into honesty. You promised me I'm never gonna find you faking. No, 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 no. You come over unannounced, dressed up like you're something else. You know where it's at. You see, you're making me laugh out when you strike a pose. Take off all your preppy clothes. You know you're not fooling anyone, but you become somebody else. And everyone else is watching your back like you can't relax. You're trying to be cool, you look like a fool to me. Tell me, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? To see the way you're acting like you're somebody else gets me frustrated. Life's like this, you fall and you crawl and you break and you take what you get and you turn it into honesty. You promise me I'm never gonna find you faking. No, no, no. Chill out, what you yelling for? Lay back, it's all been done before. And if you could only let it be, you would see somebody else. And everyone else is watching your back. Like you can't relax, you're trying to be cool. You look like a fool to me. Tell me, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? To see the way you're acting like you're somebody else gets me frustrated. Life's like this, you fall and you crawl and you break and you take what you get and you turn it into honesty. You promise me I'm never gonna find you faking. No, 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 no.
Thank you, Sandy, for that. Sandy and I were actually talking about that song. I think I learned it originally, and Dave and I played it. We covered it when we played at Speed River Valley Mountain Boys, and I think Sandy picked it up off Dave. So it's sort of how that chain of music, as people start playing it, it gets passed along. If you're interested in the Minivan Man CD, I was sort of thinking the other day. I thought, well, geez, I should give some CDs away, but I'm not even sure. How many people even have CD players anymore? They're going to become sort of obsolete. I'm not sure CDs are going to have the resurgence like vinyl has, because CD player, you kind of stick it in a slot and it disappears. Vinyl has sort of a nice look to it, and has also that sort of audio sound off the vinyl that CD's digital. But I think I only have one CD player in my older car that'll play CDs. But if you're interested in the CDs, they are available. I've got some on my website, and if you're interested in one, talk to me. I'll cut you a good deal. Don't worry. This song is called Alibi. It's another song about fractured relationships, which seems to be a bit of a theme of my music. I guess I'm going to say I'm an observer of fractured relationships. I try to keep mine fairly steady, although every relationship has its ups and downs and bumps and hills and hollows, right? I came up with an alibi when I looked into your eyes. I just couldn't tell the truth when I wasn't talking to you. I said I was out with the guys, but you just sighed. You can see through my lies, and you start to cry. Ryan Cole, a pack of smokes and some bingo cards is where you look for the things I'm not giving you. The girl I met a while ago at this place I know is where I look for the things you're not giving me. At the end of a gravel road, when there's nowhere else you can go, you just turn around, put the throttle back down. But when it's love gone bad, think about what you had, wonder where it's gone, and what went wrong. Ryan Cole, pack of smokes and some bingo cards is where you look for the things I'm not giving you. The girl I place I know is where I look for the things you're not giving me. Now I'm living all alone in this camper that I call home. It's on $100 pickup truck. I'm gonna fix it up. If I can make it right, I'm gonna drive into the setting sun, out to where the land is flat. I'm never coming back. Ryan Cole, a pack of smokes and some bingo cards is where you look for the things I'm not giving you. The girl I met a while ago at this place I know is where I look for the things you're not giving me. Oh, the things you're not giving me. Not giving me. So Alibi, there's a little bit of freezing out there, not weather-wise. We've had actually quite nice weather here in southern Ontario and eastern Ontario as well, I think, too. But some freezing. I think Facebook's trying to jam us. I understand a few people might have migrated over to YouTube. Not sure. Hopefully it's better over there. But nothing I can do on my end. I'm sorry, but hopefully it's all right for watching. And we've got a fantastic little piece that our Karen Cantello in the Tuesday Live Animation Department have been working on. Kind of ties in with current affairs and everything. So have a look at this. I think it's quite fantastic.
The same blood flows in my veins. The same weakness.
Your time will come. You will face the same evil. And you will defeat it.
Vaccine antibodies.
Who said that?
I did. My name is Antibody, and I'm here to tell you that your days are numbered, COVID.
Security. Where's security?
You haven't seen the last of me, COVID. I'll be back.
The world is changed.
God, no kidding, this COVID, it's crazy.
I feel it in the water.
Yeah, the water, sure, but just no sharing.
I feel it in the earth.
2 meters away from me,
I smell it in the air.
That's a very good sign.
Much that once was is lost.
Okay, let's just stay
It
positive
began
here.
with the making of the great vaccines.
That's better.
And nine vaccines were gifted
Are
to
you
the
sure? You
race of
better check
men,
your numbers. I'm not sure that was 9.
who above all else desire immunity.
Yeah, immunity, that'd be great.
But they were all of them deceived,
Stop.
for
already.
another mutation appeared.
Okay, introduce the hero.
For the time has come when antibodies will shape the fortunes of all.
Much better.
There are 4 variants behind you. Where the others are, I do not know.
I do not fear them.
Ride hard. Don't look back.
Earthlings! Give up! Earthlings!
If you want them, come and claim them.
I think Tim is right. Lord of the Rings stole that from Tuesday Live. The Covidi Adventures of Covidi and Antibody. Where's that going next? Boy, what a fantastic piece of work that was. Thank you very much for that, Karen, and all the folks in the Tuesday Live animation department. This is one of my more stranger songs. It's actually one of the first songs that somebody actually came in to me when I was playing like in a random venue and said, I came to see you again because I want to hear this song. And I thought, hey, I maybe have something here. I've got one fan out there. Now I need to find another one. Then I'll have two. Actually, I have lots of fans. I appreciate everybody sticking around and watching the show tonight. Got a couple more songs left here before we let you go back out into the world. But this one's called Waterbed. I'm not sure. I only slept on a waterbed once in my entire life. Didn't care much for it. It was one of those free motion ones, but it's sort of a song about the usual things, broken relationships, and some guy who wants to get a little bit of revenge. It took a moment, less than a minute. That's how long it took me to know that I needed you. While, a little longer, for it to grow stronger and for you to tell me that you needed me. The flowers I gave you were dead. Evil thought runs through my head. I want to put a hole in your water bed. The longest minute, 60 seconds, that's how long it took you to tell me, oh, that I had to go. It took a long time, seems like a lifetime. It took forever for me to try to get you, oh, get you off my mind. The flowers I gave you were dead. Evil thought runs through my head. I want to put a hole in your water bed. Down at the Legion for you to find somebody new to take my place. Oh, in your waterbed. That's why I'm sneaking. Well, you're out drinking. I'm gonna take my Swiss Army knife and I can't bleed. What I'm gonna do. The flowers I gave you were dead. Evil thought runs through my head. I want forgave you were dead. Evil thought runs through my head. I wanna put a hole in your waterbed. I wanna put a hole in your waterbed. That's a little waterbed. Just want to thank everybody for coming out to the show tonight and sticking around, watching everything. It was a fun show from this end. It's fun just to get up and play some of my own music for a change. But I see Fishy Fish was suggesting we do a song all about fire, or a show all about fire, songs of fire. Maybe we should save that till we get a little bit closer into campfire season, because I did promise a campfire concert last fall, and of course the winter descended upon us quickly and we never got it done. But maybe we could try that again. Sometime in the near future as spring springs, and we can do something like that. But if you have any other suggestions for shows you'd like to hear and have us do, we'd certainly appreciate hearing from you. If you have any songs that you haven't heard, or maybe songs you heard on the show and you want to hear again, let's do that. Certainly thank everybody involved with the show. I know the executive producer upstairs who keeps me informed of everything going on with the show, and helps a lot. Puts up with everything else that goes on here throughout the week, around building up around Tuesday Live. Suggested we do a Tragically Hip show, and that might be fun too. So thanks for that. That's a great suggestion. And but thanks everybody who's involved in the show tonight. Stan McRae, thank you, Stan. I'm not sure if you're still out there, but appreciate you sharing your pictures every week, and must be a lot of fun going out there. But boy, there must be some pretty tough times sitting out there waiting for some of those shots. But we certainly appreciate you sharing them with us. And Sandy Mackay down in New Brunswick for sharing all his talent as well. Appreciate everything Sandy's done for the show over the last 54 episodes or so. Karen Cantello with a fantastic animation work there. And PatRicky Bobby, Cooking with PatRicky Bobby. I'm really looking forward to that. We'll try to get we're gonna get the rest of that pierogi recipe, and then Dingus Day comes right after that. So maybe we should do a Dingus Day show, but I'm not sure what we'd play for that. I don't know too many Polish songs, but we'll try. And we'll also try to get the recipe for Willie's chocolate babka out to you as well. I know folks are interested in that as well. But thanks everybody for showing up to the show here. Check out the website tuesdaylive.ca. There's a lot of information there about all the artists that appear on the show and have appeared on the show. I did see Alfie Smith's playing a live stream, I think this Thursday. So if you enjoy Alfie's music, you might want to check that out. You can find him on Facebook, and I think you'll find a connection there. It's a kind of a concert streaming series that's going on down Hamilton Way. So you might want to check that out if you're an Alfie fan. And we certainly enjoyed his music here. And if you have any other musicians out there you'd like to hear, let us know. Let them know. Put them in touch with me. I'd love to have more folks on the show. It's always fun. The more the merrier. And anyways, thanks for being here. Take care, everybody. David, I know you requested Just Love. We've kind of run deep on our time tonight, so I'm going to save that. We'll put that move that request forward to next week. And I want to finish up with the last song because I made it. I made it to the end of the Minivan Man CD. All unplugged guitar and harmonica. But if you want to hear the real originals with Sandy Mackay, check out the website. It's under a link there called Rob's Music, and you can find it there. And if you're interested in a CD, let me know. Anyways, thanks for being here tonight, folks. Take care of yourself out there. Be safe. Get your vaccine if you have the opportunity. And let's all get rid of this COVID-y fella. Get antibody working for us, and we'll all be back together again and be doing some live music before you know it. This song's called Power Tools. It's the second song in the Shopping trilogy, and this is what happens. This was inspired when they put Walmart in, when the Walmarts were moving in and taking over. I knew it was going to cause trouble, so I wrote a song about the kind of trouble I kind of perceive that having a Walmart come into your town might cause. It's called Power Tools. But thanks again, folks. It's hard dance in steel-toed work boots. It's hard to love when you've never been loved. I never knew how to show you I loved you. I wish you'd at least tried and given me a sign. How would you show me you love me if it wasn't for Black and Decker? How many power tools do you think a man needs? When I would have loved you if only you'd come home from Walmart. I found out about Brad in housewares from my best friend Dave, who'd heard from his wife. She gets her hair done by Brad's ex-wife's sister, who heard you were seeing him most every night. How would you show me you love me if it wasn't for Black and Decker? How many power tools do you think a man needs? When I would have loved you if only you'd come home from Walmart. How would you show me you love me if it wasn't for Black and Decker? How many power tools do you think a man needs? When I would have loved you if only you'd come home from Walmart. Yes, I would have loved you if only you'd come home from Walmart. See you next week, folks.
stop at the light. A 5-liter Mustang pulls up on my right. He revs the gas, step on mine. I see the light changing, edge up to the line, but I'm a minivan man. I drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. I'm doing what I can, but I'm just a minivan man. When I was young, I had a cool car, 67 Volvo, 4 on the floor. It wasn't real fast, but it sure sounded good. Little 4-cylinder under the hood. If I had some more money, get an SUV, 4-wheel drive. You better look out for me coming down the road about 8 feet tall. I spend most of my time just driving to the mall, 'cause I'm a minivan man. I drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. I'm doing what I can, but I'm just a minivan man. I'm a minivan man. Full of kids that gotta haul around. That old hatchback just goes up and down. I wish I had a vet with room for just two. We go driving, just me and you, but I'm a minivan man. I drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. I'm doing what I can, but I'm just a minivan man. I'm a minivan man.